Hey, what is up guys? mltmagictricks here, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to perform 3 very effective and useful false cuts. So these cuts are perfect to use, obviously, for card tricks where you have a setup and you want your spectators to think that you are completely mixing up the deck, but in reality, you are keeping the order that you need for the trick to work. So I'm going to be getting into these 3 false cuts in a second, but really quickly before we get into that, if you are new here to my channel, make sure you do subscribe for more card and magic trick videos like this. And also, we are coming up on the 50,000 subscriber milestone, which is really awesome. And once we hit that milestone, I will be having a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway that it will be taking place here on the channel. So once again, if you are new here, make sure you do subscribe. And now let's get right into this first false cut. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be using this deck here that is in new deck order. As you guys can see here, all the cards, are in order. So I'm just doing this so you guys can see after I do the cuts that they completely, maintain the order of the deck that you need for the trick to work. So here is what the first false cut looks like. This one is pretty simple, pretty quick, as you guys just saw here. And now I'm going to do a quick variation of this cut. It's just a little bit different, and this is what that variation looks like. It just involves, a couple more cuts just like that. And as you guys can see, it completely keeps the order of the deck. So that is the first one, and now let's get right into the tutorial for that cut. So you're going to start off with the deck in your right or left hand, just like this. It's a little bit more comfortable for me in my right hand because I am right-handed. So this is what you're going to do to start off. You're just going to swing about a third of the cards into your other hand, just like this. You're just going to use your index finger, swing cut about a third of the deck into your other hand like that. And now with this packet here that's in your right hand or your left, depending on how you're holding the cards, you're going to split this in half, roughly, just like that. Now you're going to take this top pile, and you're just going to use your thumb here. You're kind of just slide it off and basically maintain a pinky break, just like this, separating these two piles of cards. Now with this packet here in my right hand, I'm just going to set that out on the table, just like that. Then I'm going to take the top portion of cards from the break, just like so, and I'll go ahead and place those down. Then I'm going to take this final packet, place that down, and that is it. That's all that this cut is, and as you guys can see, it keeps the order of the cards. And now I'm going to teach you guys really quickly the variation that I did there. The second time, you're going to start off the same way. You're just going to swing cut about a third into your other hand, just like that. Split this packet in half. But guys, instead of splitting it directly in half, I'd have a little bit more cards, just like that. I'd say maybe like 3/4. You're going to take 3/4 of the pack in this top packet here. You're going to swing this just like this. You're going to keep put it in your other hand, maintain the break. And I'll explain why you do that in a second. You're going to take this final packet here, you're just going to place it down. And then instead of just placing this packet down, all you're going to do is you're going to lift it up just like this from the break. You're going to swing cut, really just some cards. You're going to swing it off just like that, keep the break. And then you're going to go ahead and set those down. You guys can just swing cut really as many cards as you want to, and then just set them down when you get to the end there. Just one more time, I'm going to go through that really quickly. It's just a little bit different. It's just basically a variation. You start off just like this. You place this packet down. You guys can swing cut really as many cards as you want to, just like this. Set that down, lift it up again. Just keep swing cutting cards like that. You do it as many times as you want to, and then you just go ahead and set that packet down. You take this final packet, place that on top, and you guys have maintained the order of cards. So that is the first false cut with the little variation. And now let's go ahead and get right into the second one. So this is what the second one looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this before in my videos, where I teach setup card tricks. This is what it looks like. Really clean, really easy, and very effective. One more time here. This is what the cut looks like. It's a pretty easy, simple false cut. And here, as you guys can see, it does in fact keep the order of cards, which is really nice. Now, here is the tutorial for that cut. So you're going to start off once again with the deck in your right or left hand. For me, I'm going to go ahead and do it in my right hand. You're going to start off like the last one. You're going to swing cut about a third of the cards into your other hand, just like this. Now you're going to split this packet roughly in half, just like so, using your index finger. And now you're going to come over with your other hand here, and you're basically going to take this bottom packet just like this. You're going to kind of rest it diagonally, just like this, in your left hand, like so. So now the packet is kind of just a little bit diagonal, as you guys can see here, resting above this bottom packet. Now you're going to come over with your right hand, or whichever hand is holding this one packet, just like this. You're going to use your ring finger. You're going to take this bottom pile back like so. Now the cards should be in this position. You're going to use your ring finger to support and your thumb to support this bottom packet, and now your index and middle should be gripping this top packet. Now you're going to come over with the hand that is holding this one packet of cards, in this case my left hand. You're going to use your thumb. You're going to swivel off this top packet, supporting it with your middle finger just like this. So this is what it should look like. You're going to swivel it off, and then you're going to take this final packet, place it right on top. So I'm going to go through that one more time here. This one is, it may be challenging at first if you're not familiar with the move already, but once you get it, it will be really easy. It's basically just muscle memory once you get it down. So one more time here, guys. I'm going to go a little bit in depth on move. So you're going to start off, swing cut about a third into your other hand, split this in half roughly. You're going to take the bottom portion, you're going to bring it over into your other hand here, rest it kind of diagonally like so. I'd have the packet just, resting a little bit above, the bottom portion here, just maybe like half an inch or so, like this. You're going to come over with your ring finger here, you're going to steal this bottom packet back like this. Now you're going to use your thumb. With the hand that is holding one packet, you're just going to rotate it off. Remember, you're going to be supporting this top packet here with your middle finger. You're going to swivel off this top packet into your left hand or right hand, depending on how you started off holding the cards. Then you're going to take this final packet, you're just going to place it right on top, and that is the false cut. And as you guys can see here, it does in fact completely keep the order of cards. So that is the second cut, and now for the third and final one. And I think this third one is probably my favorite. It's a little bit more challenging than the other two. I consider it an intermediate level move. It's nearing advanced, but it basically relies on you knowing how to do a one-handed Charlier cut like that, but I'm not going to complete the cut because I need to keep the order of cards here. But you guys will see you incorporate the one-handed Charlier cut in the move, and it basically, keeps the order of cards. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. Just like this. It's as you guys can see here, it's a little bit more advanced than the other ones, but it looks really clean, really good, and it shows your spectator that you know what you're doing. Really shows them that you're good with a deck of cards. You're good at handling a deck, and as you guys can see here, it does in fact keep the order. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more time so you guys can get a get a pretty good look at what it looks like, just like that. And now let's go ahead and get into the tutorial for this false cut. So you're gonna start off with the deck in your left or right hand, and like I had mentioned earlier, you are gonna need to know how to do the one-handed Charlier cut move, just like that, for this cut. So let's go ahead and get into it. You're gonna start off with, like I said, right or left hand. You're gonna swing cut about a third of the deck into your other hand, just like this. You're gonna split this packet in half, roughly again. And then you're gonna use your thumb here. You're gonna slide off the top packet, and you're gonna need it to be rested, I'd say about an inch, or basically halfway above this first packet. And then you're gonna take this final packet, you're gonna place it right on top, just like that. And now this is the position you should be in. You should kind of have a sandwich here with this middle packet being out jogged. And now you're going to hold the deck with your three fingers on the side here, your thumb on this far side, and then your index finger here is going to be supporting this middle packet. Now you're going to come over with your other hand, and you're basically going to use your middle finger here. You're going to be taking out this middle packet, and at the same time, you're going to kind of be dropping this bottom packet. So this is what it's going to look like here. You're going to be taking the middle packet, and as you're doing this, you're going to want to turn it face up just like that, because now you're going to be in this position here with this packet to do a one-handed Charlier cut. So right when you get to kind of to this tent position, right before this top packet closes, you're going to want to put this packet right here, you're going to put it face down just like that, and then you're going to close the cut with this final packet using your thumb just like that. And if you guys do that correctly, it will keep the order of cards. So I'm going to go in depth on the cut one more time here, because this one, I know guys, can be a little bit confusing if you are not familiar with it already. So one more time here, you're going to swing cut about a third of the cards into your other hand. You're going to split the packet that you have in your right hand in half. You're going to use your thumb here. You're going to basically rest this packet above the bottom one like this. You're going to take the final packet here, you're going to place it directly on top. Make sure to square with the bottom packet. So now this is the position you should be in. And then you're going to come over with your other hand here. You're going to use your middle finger. You're going to kind of take this middle packet back off, but make sure you guys keep separation here, between these two packets. So you're going to take it off. As you're doing that, you're going to turn it face up. And right here, you're going to do your one-handed Charlier cut. And guys, if you are not familiar with how to do a one-handed Charlier cut, there are a lot of tutorials on YouTube about how to do it, because you are, like I mentioned earlier, you do need to know how to do it for this specific false cut. So as you're closing your one-handed cut, just like this. You're going to put this face up packet right on top of the deck, just like that, and go ahead and close that final packet. Sorry, it gets a little sloppy, if you do it slow, but when you guys are doing it in performance, it will be really clean, so you won't have to worry about, the cards kind of spreading off when you're closing the one-handed Charlier cut. So guys, that is how you guys are going to be able to perform the 3 false cuts that I showed you in this video. These are probably my personal favorite 3 cuts to do. And like I mentioned, you guys are obviously going to be using these when you have a trick that involves a setup and you need to keep your order, for the trick to work. These are very effective, very useful, and you guys can, use all 3 of them right before your performance. You can definitely, incorporate that into the trick that you do, because they are really convincing to your spectator that you are mixing up the deck, but in reality, you are keeping that order you need for the trick to work. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope everything I explained about the 3 cuts made sense for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Once again, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe for more card and magic trick videos like this. If you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.